welcome back. So we took class outside today. It's a beautiful day, day before Earth Day, and Charity's here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to plant some herbs today. In this container, you can see we've already got some oregano. Like, you can just rub your hands on that. Smell it. Yes.
It smells so fragrant. And so what is this little guy that I am holding?
This one we have is basil. Basil is so good. It's so versatile. You can do so many things. We're going to go ahead and take it out of our little pot. So just squeeze that together.
Oh, God.
You're not going to hurt it, I promise. They're very
Charity, you know I kill
hardy
plants,
and strong.
right? Okay.
But we're going to change that.
Okay.
We're going to change that. So we've got all these roots here. We're going to kind of tease them out, loosen them up a bit. We're going to put them right in and fill that up. It's that easy. And the great thing about basil is the more that we harvest this, the more it's going to grow.
I love it. I just got the
Isn't it so good?
Basil.
Yes. So this is a Thai basil, and it has this beautiful purple flower on it. The more that I pinch these flowers off right here, whenever I find that stem and I pinch it off, it's going to encourage all of this to grow.
Ooh.
So I'm going to get to cook with this, and it's going to keep growing.
Too?
Yes, it does.
Oh, wow. Smell that.
Isn't that incredible?
Oh, gosh.
It's so good. And my favorite thing about basil and the way that I get my kids to use basil is we make mozzarella basil grilled cheeses in the summer.
Oh. That sounds heavenly.
Isn't that so good? Yes, we have to do that. Yes. So I love planting herbs in containers like this that I can put really close to the porch because I can just open up, cook something, throw it in, and it's great.
And so how many herbs can you fit in something like this big?
So this container, I would just put 2 because I want them to really grow and thrive. If I put 5, they would all stay really, really small.
Okay.
This plant is going to get massive. But the more that I pick it, the more that it's going to continue to grow and give me lots of wonderful herbs.
We love that.
Another thing I love to plant is lemongrass.
Ooh.
Yes.
Adam got very excited.
He got really excited. Lemongrass, this is it's used in a lot of Thai cooking, but what most people don't know, it also has citronella in it, which is really helpful with mosquitoes.
So wait, I knew the citronella aspect, but I didn't know that you can cook with it.
You can totally cook with it. And I've been having people tell me that it's like a natural snake deterrent. And so I was like, plant all the lemongrass everywhere, by my house, by my kids' playground. So with this lemongrass, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to squeeze that really gently, just put it upside down in your hand. Perfect. And look at these roots. They have much larger roots. We're going to stick them right in.
Do you need to like fluff them?
Oh, you can. You can just stick it in. Just tighten that in right there.
No.
So this lemongrass plant could actually grow like 4 feet tall by 3 feet wide if we let it. Wow. So what I love about these containers is I'm going to put them in here, and as it grows, it'll multiply, and I can just split it apart and put it in different containers everywhere.
Really?
So you could really just start with one, and it will just continue to grow.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I was just noticing, it looks like we got a little friend on one of your flowers over there.
Yes.
Do we have a bee?
We do.
Or a little bug?
Not a bee. We've got somebody. Not sure who that is. The other thing about planting is flowers are so important. We've got to have flowers to bring in the bees.
I love that.
It'll help.
And
well, we unfortunately are going to have to end this right now.
Adam has to go back inside.
I get to run back and talk about the weather. So we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Beautiful day nonetheless.
I know. It is great. Stay with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We're hanging out.
We're hanging out with Charity, who's teaching us some planting tips ahead of Earth Day. So we planted the herbs, the lemongrass.
Yes.
What are we planting now?
We're also going to plant flowers. Flowers are so important for the bees. They bring in the bees, and the more bees that you have in the garden, the more fruit that you're going to have.
Really?
Like right down here, we have a little squash, and you can see that each little female squash has a flower on it. If it does not get pollinated by this male flower, this is just going to fall off, and you're not going to have squash. So the more bees you have, the better. So I love to plant flowers to bring in the bees. We're going to do the same thing. When you pull this little thing out, we'll tease the roots so that they can grow.
I always get scared to do that. Like I'm going to break their little root system.
They're so rough and so tough. And growing in a small pot like this, you really want to make sure that you've got adequate water and drainage. So I really like to put my drainage holes on the sides. If you put them on the bottom, all the water drains out, but when I put it on the side, I have a little tiny reserve. So if I'm gone for a long weekend or at
You don't have to
festival,
call your friends, "Hey,
yeah,
did you water my plants?"
I'm like, okay, I watered, I'm good.
That's where I went wrong the last time
Yes.
with some hibiscus. So
That might be why
Yes.
my plants all died.
Absolutely. I've also got a little tomato here.
I love this. Look at the little tomatoes.
Yes.
I got a close up of these little guys. Look at how cute they are.
And also, they produce the coolest little yellow flowers. too. You can
Yes,
see
they
one there.
do.
Like
Yes.
little stars.
So what should people do? You said you have a really cool tip for people when they plant these tomato.
Yes. So tomatoes actually are furry. Like if you look down the stems right here, you'll see that there are all these little white hairs. Those are actually roots. So anywhere that you plant this tomato, you will have roots. So when I plant them, I can pull off all of these little stems and leaves, or I could leave them on and I could plant it that deep and it would send roots out all where it's planted. So I really like to plant them super deep so they have a really good root system. And these are actually, these flowers have male and female parts inside of it. So if you come out and you shake this, that's guaranteed to make a tomato.
Really?
So,
we just
yes,
made tomatoes.
we just made tomatoes. Yes, my kids love to come out and they grab them and like, "Rah!" and people
Take
are like,
some
don't
frustration
hurt
out of
them. Yes, and I'm like, they're helping the tomatoes. Yes.
I love that. So, and you guys have a beginner gardening class
Yes.
at Head Kicks this weekend.
Absolutely.
What people at home need to know about this?
So the class is 8:30 to 10. We are actually going to pick up soil today. So anyone that brings a container, you could bring a container like this. You could bring a 5-gallon bucket, a container bigger. Everyone will get soil for their container and they will get plants. So I will have flowers, tomatoes, lemongrass, herbs, everything that they'll need. We'll learn how to plant it, how to water it, how to take care of it, and they will leave with a planted container if they come.
I
That is so
love that.
cool.
And
Yeah.
people need to like sign up ahead of time, correct? for
If
this?
you can RSVP, that would be great. If not, show up, bring a container, and I will make sure that we get you taken care of. If you search beginner container and raised bed gardening on Facebook, you'll find us.
And where's Head Kicks located too?
We're at 6716 Johnston Street, close to Johnston and West Broussard.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this was such a fun Earth Day
Yeah.
activity. We learned
Thanks for
so
having
much.
me.
Of course, Charity. Thanks
Yes.
for hanging out with us. Stay with us though. We'll be right back after this break.
A pre-Earth Day celebration, then Earth Day tomorrow.
I know. And if you guys can't celebrate Earth Day today or tomorrow, you have the opportunity on Saturday.
Yes.
We're going to post everything you need to know about the beginner gardening classes on our website, klaf.com. Charity, this was so much fun. I learned so much today.
Awesome.
Some great hacks, too.
Yeah.
Especially this little watering hole hack.
Absolutely.
Next level genius. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We have more Earth Day fun in store. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.